The Wyrmking's ring has players seeking out Salomet to recover the Duke's treasured item. This quest will have you go to the ancient quarry and then later return to the Blue Moon Tower, which is precisely why I recommend players on their first playthrough allow the Griffin to flee. That way you'll be able to use the port crystal and immediately return to Blue Moon Tower without having to do the trek. It is also worth noting that you would be able to make a duplicate of the Wyrmking's ring at the Black Cat. This way you can turn in a forgery for the quest and keep the real item for yourself. It provides you with the effect of articulacy, the augment that allows you to cast slightly faster. This item must be kept in your inventory to receive the effect from it. It is also worth noting that if you keep the ring, you will lose out on an item in a later quest from the king. However, it is very possible to break into the treasury and steal this item for yourself. And if you do decide to keep the Wyrmking's ring for yourself, on subsequent playthroughs you can make another duplicate and not have to worry about seeking out Salomet at the ancient quarry or the Blue Moon Tower at all.
They say he had the look of that sorcerer.
If there's talk of a sorcerer, it'll be Salomet, no doubt. I'd hoped we were rid of that rat for good. I do not relish the thought of his return, but the pilfered ring does bear a strong magical affinity. It is the sort of bauble Salomet would covet.
Salomet. 'Tis a name that calls up bitter memories. Time was the Duke held a council of magic scholars here in Grand Sorin, tasked with ensorceling grimoires and trinkets. Salomet sat at the head of the council. His genius was unmatched, save by his ambitions. Once their research bore fruit, Salomet betrayed his grace and fled with the findings. He disappeared, leaving the corpses of his fellow scholars in his wake. I know not by what design he would reveal himself now. Perhaps aught about this ring that compels him.
A sorcerer, eh? Can't say as I've heard tell of... No, wait. There is rumor going around of a queerly-dressed man skulking about the quarry. More than his dress is odd if he's hanging around that place with no reason.
The cat has claws, and more grit than the fools in the Duke's Guard are grunt. But alas, I've not the time to game, sir. Farewell.
Many within the castle, I've more to...
You fought him then?
I knew it was his doing. It is a shame he slipped the noose. But we cannot allow him to run free. We must see him stopped, and the ring returned before he can work more evil.
Do you know of the Blue Moon Tower, friend, to the northeast? I heard a strange tale from a fellow merchant a few days past. Seems there's a man's been seen coming and going around there of late. All the way out there. What's more, they say he's chased off all the beasts nested there with some arcane magic. It's him, says I. That sorcerer, they say, stole some bauble from the Duke. What was it?
To the Blue Moon Tower.
Wyrmking's ring is a talisman of incomparable character. A vessel worthy of housing the whole of my magic. What sublime bliss! What petty rapture! Yes, I will see my dream made reality. Beasts, when a soul will inhabit the ring, I shall be reborn unto life everlasting.
Anytime.
Salomet is here and seek out travelers. We must... The ring is reclaimed. I haven't the words to express my esteem, sir. A talisman of such power must be kept from those who would use it for ill purpose. The Duke will see it well guarded, and the faults in the castle's security mended. Pray let this lead us all to take greater care in the future. For now, you have my thanks.